We made a drunk marriage pact at 21. It was 2 a.m., we were 21, hammered on cheap whiskey and bad decisions, when Mason looked me dead in the eyes and slurred, "If we're still single at 30, we marry each other." I clinked his glass, laughed, and said, "Deal." The next morning, over greasy hash browns in a diner that smelled like regret and burnt coffee, we swore it was a joke. But I think, deep down, neither of us was totally joking. We didn't talk about it again. For years. Life happened. Dating apps, bad first dates, great second dates that went nowhere, and those weird stretches where you just kind of give up. Then came the setups. Mason's mom tried to set him up with her dental hygienist's daughter, twice. And my parents had a habit of inviting random family friends to dinner and acting shocked when it turned into a sad blind date. Things hit peak weird around the holidays. Thanksgiving, 29 years old. His grandma printed out church girl profiles like it was LinkedIn. My aunt casually asked if I'd looked into egg freezing. We locked eyes across the table, surrounded by casseroles and judgment, and Mason just grabbed my hand. "We've been secretly dating for 3 months, he blurted out. I nearly choked on my wine, but I rolled with it. So did he. Chaos ensued. The next day, over beers at our dive bar, we made a plan. Fake dating, strict rules, only for family events, no kissing except cheeks, hand-holding allowed, no telling the friend group, especially not the friend group, they'd roast us into oblivion. We knew each other too well already. Coffee orders, worst breakups, most embarrassing high school moments. Lying was weirdly easy. One coupley pic per month on Instagram. Vague captions. Strategic hand squeezes under tables. We even had a fake anniversary, July 12th, picked randomly while drunk again. And it worked. For 6 months, everything chilled. His mom stopped pitching the hygienist. My dad stopped inviting accidental guests. We got comfortable. Too comfortable. Car rides were full of inside jokes. His arm around my shoulder felt normal. Then came my sister's wedding. October. Outdoor ceremony. I, of course, wore a strapless dress with no jacket because I'm dumb like that. Mason noticed me shivering and without saying anything, draped his jacket over me, pulling me close. I didn't move. Then my drunk uncle, who's been divorced 3 times, slurred something about how picky I was and how long before she screws this one up too. Mason stood up, loudly, looked him dead in the eye. With all due respect, any man would be lucky to get 5 minutes of her time. I still can't believe she chooses me. I forgot how to breathe. Later, he pulled me onto the dance floor. Not part of the plan, but his grandma was watching and I didn't say no. He whispered dumb jokes about the electric slide, and I laughed so hard I buried my face in his shoulder. For a few minutes, I wasn't pretending. Then I caught the bouquet. He caught the garter. When he slid it up my leg, his fingers were shaking. So were mine. Walking to the car, tipsy on champagne and this weird emotional high, I blurted it out. "Mason, I think I'm falling in love with you for real, and I don't know how to stop." He froze, halfway unlocking the car. Then he turned slowly and said, "Leah, I've been in love with you since we were 23, but I interviewed for a job in Seattle last month." My heart dropped. We sat in his car, heat blasting. Turns out the fake dating wasn't to get his family off his back. It was to buy more time with me. He didn't know how to be around me anymore without wanting more. He thought pretending might help him move on. I asked why he didn't say something sooner. He said he thought I was happy with just friends, and if staying silent meant staying in my life, he'd take it. I couldn't stop thinking. All those missed signs, the birthday gifts he always nailed, the way he looked at me during movies, the time he drove 40 minutes just to bring me soup when I had the flu. It was all there. I just didn't see it. The next day he texted, "Want to meet at our bar?" I changed outfits 5 times, settled on jeans and the hoodie of his I borrowed years ago. He was already in our booth wearing the flannel I got him last Christmas. We talked, really talked. The Seattle job, dream role, double the pay, came out of nowhere. He hadn't been looking, just got headhunted. I told him the wedding moment wasn't a fluke, that when he stood up for me, danced with me, looked at me like that, it wasn't fake. That's what I wanted. Click the full story to see what happened next.